Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all us around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring your boy Decidueye coming through the jungle in a master rank game. Today we are playing in a duo. We got Fish in top lane, got Green up there in the top lane, and we're playing Decidueye here from the jungle. We're going to be talking about Decidueye, his ins and outs, how to perform well with this Pokemon, where he excels, where his weaknesses are. We're going to get into it. Today is a really good day when it comes to this Pokemon in the metagame because he does a ridiculous amount of damage if you can perform well with him, just like Cinderace, right? Just like Duraludon. Except for Cinderace and Duraludon, they require, Cinderace and Decidueye require a lot more skill. A lot more. Anybody can hit Dragon Pulse with Duraludon, and this is one of the reasons why Duraludon got nerfed, because it was a ridiculous amount of damage for free with no trade-off on that situation. Whereas you can play Decidueye now, in which he has gotten buffed, for Spirit Shackle, which does a ridiculous amount of damage if you can land the ability. Now, what a lot of people don't realize with this ability, it does more damage, right? The lower the target's health is. How much more? 15%, depending on the target's missing HP. When they're under 50% health. There's more damage. Keep that in mind. But you have to land the ability to do what? Damage. And a lot of people think that playing this Pokemon, that they don't have to auto attack. They don't have to do anything else if they have Spirit Shackles. You have 3 charges of Spirit Shackles at max. Once you run out of Spirit Shackles, what happens? You have no charges left until they, get off cooldown. So what do? You don't run away. You got to weave in your auto attacks. You got to make sure you're doing auto attacks while hitting your Spirit Shackles, while doing damage. But you got to be mindful of your position. You got to be mindful of how much damage any Pokemon can do to you, how much you can dish out, how much you can take. There's so many factors that come in when you're playing this Pokemon. Now, I always run X speed on the Decidueye. I don't run eject button. I don't run anything else. It's always X speed. Just because I can reposition myself and get myself in a safe spot to do free damage with Spirit Shackle and Unite move. Now, I'm running Focus Band, Muscle Band, and Scope Lens. Those are my go-to items all the time when it comes to this Pokemon, no matter what. I change out Scope Lens only if I want to troll. Now, here's the thing. If I'm trolling, for instance, without Scope Lens, you don't run Scope Lens, you run Buddy Barrier. Now, here's the thing. You're like, how's that troll? Buddy Barrier is not great on the Decidueye. Buddy Barrier as an item overall, fantastic. Busted item. But on the Decidueye, not great. Why? Because it does the opposite of what you want. It gives yourself Buddy Barrier and a teammate, right? We know what Buddy Barrier does, but here's the thing. When you're up in melee combat, when you're in range of a teammate, when you're sitting here inside of a teamfight 5v5 situation, Buddy Barrier can go off. But here's the thing. You don't want to be in that mix. You want to be at max range at all times. So being up in that fight, giving your teammate Buddy Barrier, you already messed up because the enemy team can already jump on your face. You want to be at max range. And this is why I recommend Scope Lens over Buddy Barrier, because at max range, you're safe. If somebody jumps on your face, you have Focus Band to keep yourself alive, so your teammates can turn around and reposition and peel off for you. Or Scope Lens, what it also can do is when you have cooldowns with your Spirit Shackle, because you will have cooldowns, you do run out of charges. You have to weave in your auto attacks, and Scope Lens allows you to do what? More damage for your auto attacks, right? Makes sense. Now, we do have another ability called Shadow Sneak, which this ability is fantastic. A lot of people don't give it credit because a lot of people don't think it's very good. This ability allows you to, it's not necessarily the mobility that it gives you because it's pretty lackluster. It's more so the information that the ability can give you. You pop Shadow Sneak when you get ready when you're next to a bush, in which it allows you to see if there's someone else that's next to you or what have you. Once Shadow Sneak lands, the enemy team or whoever gets tagged with Shadow Sneak gets a debuff, in which you will do more damage to them. So that means Spirit Shackle does what? A lot more damage. So it's very good to use this ability when you're going for Dreadnoughts or you're going for Zapdos to check that. Ooh, we can get ready to check that first bush. That Sylveon though, no respect. Pikachu, no respect. Get out of here. This is like one of the prime examples of how Decidueye can be played at max range. You're sitting here shooting pot shots off in the background. You're not, you're not like the main character of the anime. You know what I mean? You're a side character. You don't want to be up in front. But secretly, you are the main character because you're doing the damage that people don't think you're actually doing. You're there, you're making a big impact on the game, by landing your Shadow Sneaks, by landing your Spirit Shackles, by playing at max range. It's like I said, it's like playing Cinderace in a nutshell, but a little bit more dividends. You have to atone to how many shots you can land with Spirit Shackle. You got to play positioning a lot better. Whereas Cinderace has Blaze Kick to get into the fight, has Feint to protect himself. You don't have much of anything. So as soon as you misstep, you might as well kiss your HP bar goodbye. Whereas in the situation right here, Venusaur gets bumped up to me with Snorlax's barrier, which wasn't necessarily intentional, but I know he didn't do that much damage because he was getting stunned or, you know, mini stunned every single time Snorlax bumped him, so I wasn't really worried about it. Whereas Pikachu right here, again, is not respecting how much damage I do. I don't know why you guys thought you were going to 2v1 me, because it's not going to happen. You're level 10, I'm level 13. Hoopa, hold this for me. Go home, bro. You're drunk. He just does so much damage and you land this ability. It's nuts. Now, he does have a lot of weaknesses, and we all know what that is. A good Zero Aura player can really shut you down, and that Zero Aura doesn't take as much skill to play. Honestly, hit you a Wild Charge, you can pretty much instantly kill you. So you got a Zero Aura that can jump on your face. Gengar basically just instantly eats you, especially when it's a good Gengar player. And I know those are far in between, but certain Pokemon you really have to watch out for. A Venusaur, who's the same level as you, could potentially kill you if he runs at you with Petal Dance and stuff. He has his abilities ready. Blastoise will kill you, obviously. Rapid Spin, Water Spout, yeah, does a lot of damage. He will take you down. So you got, like I said, you got to be mindful for certain Pokemon. But as long as you're playing positioning well, because you don't have the tools like Cinderace has. Remember that. Ooh, can we get this one? Let's go. Nice job, bud. Keep in mind, Zapdos is coming up, right? Look what I'm doing. Look where I'm at. I'm in between both my tanks, right? Now I'm going to peel back, because I am the main character of this story. I'm the main character of this anime, but except I'm playing the chores. I'm playing from the sidelines. I'm playing from the outskirts of the team fight every single time. You want to be max range no matter where you go, no matter what it is. And we got the Zapdos off that. Let's go. Good job, buddy. And laning or having a Hoopa on your squad, which you generally will do in a 5v5 stack situation, because Hoopa is pretty much everywhere. You got to keep in mind that Hoopa gives you more sustain. Hoopa allows you to be a lot more ballsy than you normally can be, because the movement speed, the shields, the life steal off your abilities when you deal damage. Now, pay attention to the Greninja. I hit him first with Shadow Sneak, right? One auto attack, one Spirit Shackle, deleted. And typically, if he was full HP, in that same situation, popped off right there, 2 shots, he was dead. 1 auto, 2 shackles, it was over. That's it. That's how much damage you do with this Pokemon at max range when you play him well enough to do so. And I'm already thinking we're sitting in here over 100k plus game. I'm pretty sure. Oof, 2,500 damage right there, by the way. Wasn't even fully charged or anything. This Pokemon is nuts, like I said, in the right hands. And he does have other Pokemon that do take this position. Duraludon and Cinderace, for instance. Duraludon does not require as much skill at all. You literally just hit Dragon Pulse and it's free damage. It's one of the main reasons why they nerfed the ability, because it does so much damage for 0 counterplay. Whereas Cinderace, you actually have to play positioning well. Decidueye, you got to play positioning well. And then on top of that, this Pokemon gets such a bad credit, like a bad rep. But in the hands of a good player, he shines. Either way, this has been Pawseplays. Hope you guys smash the like button, come join that Discord, come tell me I suck. It is what it is, boys. I will catch you guys in the very next video. Stay safe out there.